So we as reporters, or at least me as a reporter, I like to do the math and figure out like, okay, what are the potential matchups for the playoffs? As far as your perspective, do you put too much stock into that, or is it just kind of like who we play?
No, you definitely look at it as well. It's kind of fun to do, even for our sake, and to see who everyone else is playing in such a unique league. So we definitely are looking at the two options that we see possible, and we're glad that the Winona-Concordia matchup is first, because that'll kind of pretty much tell us a lot, that Friday night matchup between those two, not taking away from Saturday's game, but that'll show us a lot and just help us prepare for who we might have.
So for you guys, you're the 8 seed. Wow. You're the 8 seed. Is there any kind of different approach you take in because you could look at this as a playoff primer?
I think our big thing is just these next 3 games that we're guaranteed is trying to learn from the mistakes of last time, and then also just make it a 1-game season right now, saying what can we do to win each night and give ourselves the best opportunity to be successful.
So back when you guys won 3 out of 4 a couple weeks ago, we're talking about how good you guys looked, how you turned the corner. Just how do you get back to that level of efficiency now?
Yeah, it is. We ask ourselves the same question, ask our kids to understand the same question, find an answer of what kind of went wrong after essentially 3 weeks of taking the next step and kind of turning into who we thought we wanted to be a little bit. It just is, we're not consistent, and we need each kid to kind of get back on that role type of mentality and play better as a team. We can't have one kid play well here or there. We need all 5 of the kids that are playing out there to play well in their role, and so that's a big key for us, and just each possession mattering on each end of the court as well.
And then what are you kind of looking for in these last 2 games where you can kind of see, to build some momentum into the postseason? What parts of the game are you trying to improve on this weekend?
I think we definitely have to make sure we don't have those lulls on either end. Usually it comes in a offensive lull, and then we don't kind of take over and dictate on the defensive end, and that's where you get the runs, the 12-plus runs are what get us. So we need to make sure that those don't happen, that we kill those faster.
So that you guys are the 8 seed at this point. Do you take any different approach into this weekend? Because you're locked in, knowing that it could be a playoff primer.
I don't think we're really taking this weekend any differently than we've been. Coaches have put in a good report for us, and we're just practicing how we usually do, doing the same scout and everything. I think this week is just more of trying to play together, play better, and just focus more, knowing that we need to carry some positivity going into playoffs.
Yeah, and kind of on that too, just how can staying in the now help as far as building some momentum this weekend for that ultimate playoff game?
I think we've been doing that kind of the whole season, where we'll upset a team or then we'll get kind of destroyed by a team, and we just have the same mentality no matter what, just to put it behind us and focus on the next play, the next team. So I don't think that'll be different for us necessarily than what we've been doing all season, but I think we just need a better job of really locking into that.
So back when you guys won 3 or 4 a little earlier on the season, we were talking about how you guys looked so good, the offense was flowing well. Just how do you get back now to that level of efficiency?
I think we kind of stepped away from, in the middle of the season, Coach kind of had us focus on what we were really good at, and so we had a few weeks where we just focused on that, and that's the only thing you were allowed to do, so that we really just could gain some confidence, and then I think that carried into those 3 out of the 4 games that we had won, and then as soon as we started seeing shots go in and we started winning, I think everyone kind of got a little excited and tried to do things that we weren't necessarily as good at, and then everyone doing that kind of correlated down to us not really playing well.
So then how do you get back to that level of efficiency?
I think we need to just go back and focus on what we can do good and get confident at that again. I think we've been seeing success the last few practices doing that, and I think just today and tomorrow we just really need to focus on doing what we can and knocking down shots that we're meant to knock down, and then that kind of correlates to as soon as one person starts hitting, then other people start gaining confidence. So I think it's just a trickle effect of all of us just doing what we need to do.
So what are some things you're hoping to see this weekend that lets you know you're kind of getting back on the right path going into the postseason?
I think offensively, we just need to hit more. I know we had a lot of wide open shots and we didn't really have a good shooting percentage the past weekend, so I think just knocking down open shots when our teammates drive or kickouts, I think that will help. And then I think on defense, we just need to stop having mess ups. I think sometimes we'll have 3 or 4 really good possessions, and then we'll have 3 or 4 that just we don't do what we're supposed to, and that those get away from us and kind of lead up to points on the board for the other team.